Welcome back to another video on the channel, and as you see we have got what I would want for next season: starting 11 squad players, loan them out or sell, because I mean the rebuild begins now for Leeds United. Yeah, and anything could happen really. I'm not too sure what is going to happen, but we will have to just wait and find out. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. Melia for me. There's been quite a few rumours saying we could be going for a new goalkeeper, but for me, we've got to get Melia and then bring in an old goalkeeper, someone like Alex McCarthy, Ben Foster, someone like that, just to help Melia, because I've said it before on this channel, the club have let Dylan down. Clayson will probably be our third choice goalkeeper if we did bring in a second, so he would be a squad player. That is where I would put him. Oh, this one's a bit of a controversial one, Luke Ayling. See, some people say start Ayling, some people would say squad player for Ayling, and some people would say sell Ayling. For me, squad player. He should be our backup right back next season. If that is for Drame or a different right back like Carbon Ramsey, he's been linked, or Serginho Dest. But yeah, for me, Ayling as a squad player. Firpo sell, not good enough. For the Premier League, probably just go back to Spain. Cock, starting 11. I think next season me and many other fans really want to see Robin play a lot more, and he's still German international, and I'm sure he'll want to be going into the World Cup. So for me, Robin Koch has got to be playing starting centre back. Cooper squad player. For me, that will go on to the other starting centre back, Sqaud. For me, Koch and Striker both better than Cooper. Cooper's just more level-headed and has more experience. So for me, when, I don't know, Sqaud or Robin, his confidence is looking low, then you can bring in Cooper. But yeah, let's be honest, Sqaud will be a top centre back in the future, and he's still learning. And Robin, 26, I think that's the perfect balance. Two tall centre backs as well. Dallas, obviously Dallas we probably won't see for first half of the season, but when he does come back, he can play numerous positions. But for me, squad player, I know a few people play him in midfield. Next to Phillips, and I won't mind that. But next season he's going to be out for the first half of the season, and it's going to take him quite a bit to fully get back into the team. So squad player for me there. Llorente, you guys know I don't like Diego Llorente, and for me he's a sell. We need to get money from him whilst we can. Somehow he's in the Spain international team, and I think that just shows you how bad the Spain defence is, and that they do not have any centre backs. Adam Forshaw. Let's have a squad or sell. Now, when he's played this season, he's very tidy on the ball, rarely gives it away. We've got a decent pass on him, and he's a decent player. Just very injury prone, and I think we gave him a year extension. This is probably the last. Probably next season will be his last season. So, or we could get rid of him now. I'm going to say squad player, because we can't do what we did this year and have bloody 15-year-olds on the bench. So just keep him for this last season. You can sometimes cover when we're having fitness issues or injuries. Phillips, for me, starting 11. I think that's pretty clear. But I think the thing is more is will he stay? We know Man City really stepping up. Their interest apparently is going to be their #1 target now, and I can see why. I mean, they've got Rodri, but they do want someone to replace Fernandinho, and Phillips is probably quite similar to Fernandinho's playing style. So, but for me, we've got to just slap down the contract, tell him that we're doing 6-7 signings, what hopefully will be this season, and yeah, just I hope we can keep him in there. He don't fit the role though, so I don't think when we play narrow, because I'm guessing we were playing 4-2-2. So Marsh is going to have to really show his management skills and get him fitting in that role. But look, if he has a pre-season in there, I think he'll be fine in that role. Rafinha. Now, obviously, you're probably thinking, yeah, I'm going to put Rafinha in sell. Not because I want to. If I could keep Rafinha, I would keep Rafinha. But Rafinha is going. He's going Barcelona. We've just got to try and get the best deal that we can. I know Barcelona trying to get a cut price of 40 million and Mingueza. Wrong deal. I wouldn't mind something more like, I know they probably won't be able to spend 70 million, but something like 55 million in Dest or 50 million in Dest and Puig, something like that. I think would be better. I don't want Mingueza. I think I'm happy with our centre backs. Harrison, another one. Obviously, not as good as Raf, but there has been interest from Tottenham and Newcastle. Now, Tottenham got him. Conte will probably transfer him to a left wing back. I mean, quite a few Leeds fans have said in the past Harrison is a left wing back if we did go to 5 at the back. So I could see that happen. Then Newcastle, yeah, just be left winger. But he doesn't fit the role like Rafinha because he's a wide player. But still, we've got to keep him. For me, I like Harrison, and he always fights for the badge and everything. And he has got ability. It's just not consistent. If Marsh can get that ability to be consistent, we've got an absolutely really great player on our hands. Click. Before I watched Greenwood play this season, I'd put squad player for Click, but for me, we've got to sell Click now. And look, people love Click's personality. He can irritate other players and fans. He gives them all stick and stuff. I don't want to swear on this channel, but we'll have say he's a bit of a shithousery player. But for me, Click 31. I think there'll be a few Bundesliga teams, German teams, maybe some Dutch in for him. So I think sell him now whilst we can get at least a bit of money, maybe 7.5 million, something like that. And in fact, we'll talk about Sam Greenwood. Where is he? Where is he at? Is that? Yeah, Sam Greenwood. Sam Greenwood, squad player. Played brilliantly again. I thought he was third best player on the pitch against Brentford. Played that midfield role really well. Won lots of tackles. Passing sometimes a little bit off, but he's still young and what you would expect because when we signed him, he was a striker. And we've just slowly transformed into a cam, and now it looks like a centre midfield. So maybe a very similar kind of player to Click, but for me, he's better than, well, similar or better, but and he's a lot younger. So Sam Greenwood is a squad player for me next season. Now this one's tough. Shackleton, a bit of a fan favourite, even though he doesn't play much, because he is a Leeds lad, Leeds fan, loves the club, knows what it means to be Leeds, but it's just his physicality. And it's harsh on him, but his height. because he can't be playing right back in the Premier League, and he can't be playing midfield. So really, for someone his size, winger would be a little bit like James. Winger would be his best place to play. I think we'd give him a loan out, because give him a loan out to the Championship. Because I do have a fear if we do sell him, there would be quite a lot of Championship teams after him. I'm sure of that, because he's definitely got that ability. But give him a loan out to the Championship, maybe to a Blackburn or I don't know, somewhere like that, and just see how he does. And if he does well, we can bring him back, and then he can kind of be promoted to the squad player. But if we sell him to the Championship, we might get about 6 million for him, 5 million, maybe not even that. It just he might do really well, and we might be regretting that decision. So for me, Shackleton loan out, Bamford starting 11. Definitely, obviously, I've seen a few people say he should be a bench striker next season, but you've got to remember this guy got 17 goals and 7 assists in the Premier League, and this season, I think started 4 or 5, got 2 goals, 2 assists, and then a few off the bench, and then a few games off the bench. So for me, Bamford had a horrendous season with injuries. We've got to give him another chance to sell it. It would be unfair if we didn't. Roberts. I think this one's pretty obvious. Sell. Tyler Roberts, he's a little bit tied on the ball, but he's not good enough, is he? He's not Premier League quality. Could see something like Hull coming from lower Championship or something like that, but yeah, that's probably his ability. Yep. Rodrigo. I do like Rodrigo. But he's not 27 million, whatever we spent on him, player. And I think we get rid of him whilst we can. For money, he'll be looking at the Spain squads. I mean, I don't think he'll be good enough to get in that Spain squad, but he'll be looking going back to Spain to try and do well in La Liga to convince the Spain manager to get in the squad for the World Cup. And look, fair play to him. It weren't his fault that we spent so much money on him. What I think was just a bit what was bad recruitment, and our director of football does like to get La Liga players. So for me, Rodrigo, if we can get 15 million, I think that would be a decent deal, something around there. Similar with James. James, if we could get 15 million from him, but then James is like 5 years younger. Oh God, what have I done? Oh God, just give me a second here. I don't even know what I clicked. Click that there. Settings. What? I have no idea what I've done here. Oh, that's not even working now. Refresh the page. Ah, there we go. Oh, oh no, this is. Oh, for God's sakes. Just give me a moment. Oh, it's done all this as well. Ah. Oh, we're having a nightmare here. I don't know what's happened. Right. Oh, delete row. Starting 11. Squad. Loan. Sell. Right. Just squad. Squad. Sell. Sign 11. Squad. Sell. Squad. Sign 11. Squad. Sell. Sign 11. Sign 11. Sell. Loan. Sign 11. sell, sell. Right, we're back to where we were. Yep, James, like saying, like Rodrigo, not really worked out, but I do feel sorry for him because he's been playing striker all season and he's obviously not a striker. But same with Harrison, same with Rafinha, same with Somerville. Does not fit the system at all. If we're doing the 4-2-2 narrow. So I'm going to put him in squad because I think there's still room for improvement. I know Atalanta are interested, and if they do come in with a good bid, 20 million, if they do come with that, I think we would have to sell. But I do like James, and I think squad. Gelhardt, squad as well. Some people say start, but come on, we can't. If we want to really push on and get back to fighting for mid-table, let's say, or maybe even above that, depends what the team's goals are. For me, I'd be happy for around about 13th, but depends what their goals are. But for me, Gelhardt squad, he needs to play more than he has this season. I can't believe James has played in striker over him, but we are signing a new striker, and whoever that is will probably partner Bamford if it's Che Adams, Batshuayi, Nketiah, whoever it is. Will partner Bamford, and I think Gelhardt will come in, and we know Bamford's injury record, so he'll definitely get game time next year if we do choose to play Gelhardt as a striker. Somerville. Now I'm really thinking about this. He don't fit the system for a right winger, so he'd have to play more centrally. Obviously, still play with a little bit of width, but not fully. Where a little bit like Rafinha Somerville. So I'm just thinking, loan him out, Championship preferably, but I won't be surprised if some Bundesliga, Dutch league teams, maybe even Italian, Spain, would be interested in him. So just because he is a serious talent, and if we did sell him, we would lose a very good player. But like I said, he don't fit the system. So loan him out and just go from there. Cresswell squad for me. Cresswell. In fact, we'll put Hjelde. Cresswell and Hjelde both need to see more game time next season. I don't even mind if Hjelde is the backup left back. I know people have been saying we need 2 left backs. For me, I would honestly be happy if we signed first team, a really good left back, and then use Hjelde as the backup. Because, I mean, but the issue is, are we going to play Hjelde left back? That's the thing. But hopefully we do. Drama. This is an interesting one for me personally. Another loan to Cardiff would be the best thing here. I think we need to and are going to buy a right back. So then you've got to look. We're going to have Ayling when Dallas comes back from injury. They might even put him back at right back. And then this new right back. So I think I'd loan out Cody. Yeah. Quite a Sangrian wood if we put in squads. Bates, squad. And I think it's McKinstry. On one of the other tier lists that I did, I couldn't recognise him either. But I just loaned him out because I'm not too sure. I think it's McKinstry. Or McCarron, God knows. But yeah, so I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 players are leaving here. Now, we've been saying about squad depth. So in our squad, there'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We'd have 17, and that's including youth players. I'll probably all be promoted permanently to the first team next year. So probably 7 signings is going to be what we're looking for. First team players. And I will do another video of probably 7 signings that I want Leeds to make. When that will be, I don't know. But yeah, anyways. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. any more video reactions you want to do, put in the comments. Yep, and I'll see you next one. Peace.